Oh my lord. So basically, if you guys don't know, this game is down to like 10,000 players. And you're probably wondering, maybe people are just upset because, maybe the update wasn't what what people wanted it to be. No, there was no update today. Yeah, that's right. There was no update today. In fact, that update has now been pushed to Friday. Because in their infinite wisdom, instead of, telling people, hey, it's going to be out, when it comes out and not, giving it time, they decided to say, hey, it's coming out Tuesday. And then literally, I can even show you the thing. If we go and scroll up, on their Discord, and I'm going to call this out. This week's update is going to be a smaller one, but we're also updating next Tuesday. This week we're dropping Season 8. Next Tuesday we'll be dropping an event with tons of rewards and exclusive exotic mountain unit. Okay, you go through and like Friday hits, and then they make this game, and I'm going to talk about this game here in a second. And then I'm about to start leaking. And then apparently they gave away a secret chest. I'm sorry, it should have been an exotic. And it says this Tuesday's update will have you questing to see if you're worthy of going with the Flying Dutchman. And then literally not even like, and then a few days later, 2 days later, our update will be out this Friday, like normal. This update will be a collaboration with the upcoming Spongebob movie. And if you go and you look at the update, it's very much exactly the update they were talking about that was supposed to come out today with all this like stuff. With Larry and everything else. Yeah, so basically they lied. Again, this is the second time they've done this with either a delay or just saying, oh, the update is coming out this day, when in reality they weren't even prepared for it to come out that day. It's not the first time, and honestly the player numbers are starting to show it. If I just go out of here real quick and we actually, click into it, there's only 10,000 people. Mind you, this is a game that I've seen up to like 30 to like 50k or so on beyond. So the fact that it's down to 10,000 basically shows you people's mindset right now. Because here's another kick in the pants for you. If you go to the exact same thing, and then here, let me scroll up because I have a lot of servers. If we go into Steal a Spongebob, which I already covered this a bit, they basically literally said that they're going to update every day. Meaning that SpongeBob TD is now just basically a background game to steal a SpongeBob for them. Like, genuinely, it's irritating. This is why I made the whole video talking about like these people sitting there making these like Steal A games, and then they turn around and they sit there and basically make the Steal A games their like main game. And it's always detrimental to the game that they leave behind because it's always some sort of BS. Like, firstly, Wonderworks, whoever's listening, right, and says something exotic is coming. It's not coming today. It's coming, from what I can tell, it's coming tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Friday. Which means we have to wait, what, 3 more days? So if Wonderworks are listening, or, are somewhere in the ether, this is what your problem is. If you're wondering why players are leaving in droves and droves and you're bleeding players, it's because A, you started over prioritizing your monetization by an exponential amount. I'm sorry, but like when you made the crafting system, you should have been able to start crafting some items that haven't been available to people at all. For example, like these game passes like should be hard to make, but also available to players. And also there should be ways to actually earn things in the game rather than, them feeling like you can't get them like at all. Like, for example, the OP food that you guys have had for God knows how long in the Krusty Krab pizzas, you know, should have been a craftable thing. And while yes, they did address that a little bit with the canned bread, it's still not like a permanent solution to it. But basically, you guys over prioritized your monetization, so you started bleeding players because people don't want to sit there, log into a game, and get flashed by just like droves and droves of just monetization, right? Not only that, they hate, like a lot of people hate seeing this, where you already did a secret chest update, now you're doing an exotic chest update, which requires you to basically get some of the luckiest luck I've ever seen to get an exotic chest to open from just a normal chest, which, mind you, isn't gonna, most of the time, is not gonna happen. Sorry, I just wanted to open one of those. But also, like, you have so many other things that just basically make the point of grinding the game useless. For example, the fact that, well, you can literally get a 5-star shiny Wumbo Glovey Glove, which immediately just takes out your entire fusion system and just throws it out the window. Or the fact that you could just buy Potty the Pirate and 2 extra pet equips, meaning that if you wanted to, you could technically stack effects of different pets, making anyone who pays for the extra pet equips basically super overpowered. The premium pass usually gives a character that's way better than, you know, the free pass one. For example, we're gonna have, of course, Kelpie G in the free one, which has, you know, does decent damage, and then you have Rusty Ricketts in the premium thing, which is a like limited, right? But I bet you $20 that Rusty may do more damage than Kelpie G. While Kelpie G is iconic, you've also very much shown to people that you are starting to not even put in a lot of effort into some of the events that have come out. One of the ones I thought that was very, very like crucial and could have been amazing was your event where where these come from, the sand like beach event. You could have had Ripped Pants SpongeBob as an exotic, or you could have had Larry, you could have had Sandy, you could have done anything pertaining to Ripped Pants or actual Goo Lagoon episodes. But no, you gave us 2 characters that are from like specials, right? Or like somewhere else entirely. Just have ripped a lot of the iconic characters and put them at like legendary / mythic, and then all the like secrets are kind of just these like random characters. Like there have been some that have, you know, deserved to be in like say secret, like for example Hashling Slasher or the Sea Bear, because they're very big memes. But like there's Patrick Sand Robot, which I understand, you know, is a big giant thing. But like something like, I don't know, if you go down and look through all this, like Dirty Dan's iconic, right? The SpongeBob movie stuff is iconic, right? And then there's other ones that are even more iconic that you just haven't done. Heck, I don't think we've gotten anything from the original SpongeBob movie besides the Patrick and the and King Neptune, and then Dennis. Like, give me, like, I don't know, SpongeBob driving the paddy wagon, or them with the mustaches, or something like that. You know, and people will say, oh, well, what about this? And I'm getting this right here. So, this irritates me even more. You killed probably about half of your player base because of this Krusty Crew thing right here. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, you're being dramatic. No, I'm not. This is $100 unit that can do like, if you get secret formula on it, can do like almost 3 million damage a second as a secret unit. Completely breaking the like entirety of like actual, how do you put it? like actual things. Yeah, here you go. They finally changed it. Shocking. Yeah, there you go. There. Yeah, so not only have you shown that you're already willing to just, throw things at people and beg for money no matter how low your player count gets, but also now every single thing that people keep looking forward to always somehow gets delayed. For example, I've been waiting for the Tower Karate for months at this point. Right, ever since you put it in the background, originally put it in the background of the challenge area before you changed it. And I've been waiting and waiting, hopefully maybe one day we'll get Tower Karate. And then you get the update and it's like, oh hey, yeah, by the way, Tower Karate, should be this week. Get to that week, no guys, sorry, we had to delay it. And then now we don't even know when it's coming, because I thought it was coming in, some it was just pushed back maybe 1 or 2 updates, but in reality it's probably back into the purgatory of updates. Now an event that made it so then the last update was small. And you guys are guys, it's coming out on Tuesday. I swear it's coming out on Tuesday. And then we get another message saying, hey, by the way, it's coming out on Friday. On Tuesday. Are you guys just not thinking at all? Do you guys just not think when you do this stuff? If you do not have the clearance to put out a update because you need clearance from Paramount or Viacom or whatever, do not say an update is coming out. It's not hard. It is very not hard. And the fact that, and I know that there's gonna be somebody, well, you don't know that. In fact, I've done that before. I've done communications for a company before. It's very much unless you absolutely know it, do not put it out. And the fact that they put it out and didn't know it, and now we're at the point where it's now Tuesday and there's no update, and they're saying, by the way, it's delayed to Friday, is ridiculous. And it's not the first time, it's not the last time, because they don't learn. All they do is they literally sit there, grab people's money, and then act like they did nothing wrong. That's all they've been doing for the past, I don't know, few months it's been out, and it's ridiculous. Wonderworks, you need to get it together. Stop promising updates that are not coming out the day that you say that they're coming out. Because it's getting ridiculous to see these delays the same day it's supposed to come out. That's just ridiculous. If you don't have 100% surety that it is coming out, don't say anything. It's a very simple concept. Number 2. Pull back the microtransactions. You guys already make enough money as it is. Don't give me some BS excuse about server costs. You guys can sufficiently pay that. You are backed by Paramount. You're backed by Viacom. You can pay that. Don't act like these microtransactions are magically how you can pay to afford to play, make the game. You guys have enough money behind you. And the fact that you have a second game now that you're now magically updating every day just confirms that. Because if you were struggling, as I've heard some people say you do, then why do you have a second game that also runs on servers that you probably have to pay for? Oh wait, it's because you're not struggling financially whatsoever. Again, it's all this culminated in all of this BS. At the end of the day, you're just pushing everyone away. You're literally going down the same path as SpongeBob Simulator. And heck, at the end of the day, I'd rather have SpongeBob Simulator back, to be honest with you. At least they, were trying to be, inventive with some of the stuff that they were doing, instead of, just giving us random units and then just picking out of a hat what unit is supposed to be, good and what unit's bad. And it's just so much, right? One thing I always talk about is unit balance. One thing I always talk about is also icons, especially with this show. And the fact that there's been so many icons that could have been secret or exotics and they're just passed up on is just ridiculous. It seems like these Wonderworks isn't even thinking at this point. right? They're just throwing stuff out saying, hey, this is gonna happen, hey, this is gonna happen, and then just like absolutely dropping the ball over and over and over again. I don't like being negative to developers, but Wonderworks Studio has consistently over and over and over and over and over and over again proven the point that they don't know what they're doing half the time. They can't get updates out on time. They literally have over monetized almost every update except for the ones where they're really in it deep. And even then, there was still somehow monetization. The thing that came in that should have fixed the monetization problem is very bare bones and doesn't help anything besides minute things, right? I'm sorry, when you introduced the crafting system, it should have been a way to get stuff that's paid for easy, like without paying money, even if it required like grinding, and spending money should have been the easy way out rather than whatever you guys decide to do with crafting now. It's ridiculous. But yeah, in the end, this just keeps proving my point that somehow Wonderworks doesn't know what they're doing. Even after having this game up for months and months and months, they don't know what they're doing, and they continue to not know what they're doing, and apparently they don't even know when their own updates are greenlit, which makes no sense. So yeah, to sum it all up, updates delayed till Friday. This is ridiculous. Wonderworks, do better. Don't promise updates you can't keep your word on. And yeah, that's it. Anyway, if you guys like the video, as always, hit the like button, comment down below what you guys think of the whole situation, and don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications so then you guys never miss a video. And as always, I hope you guys have a good day, stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.